y'all, Farmer Dre back at it. It's another beautiful March day here on the farm. Spring is pretty much here. We got a lot of work to do. It's nice and warm. It is currently 75 degrees, but it is time to plant tomatoes in the high tunnel. So it is currently the middle of March, and as you guys know, we've been waiting a couple weeks later than usual to plant tomatoes. So I started preparing the soil this morning. I incorporated the cover crop last week. As you can see here, it's all broken down. I got the landscaping fabric stapled into the wall there, and then I just got done laying out the drip tape. So now it is time to go ahead and lay out the landscaping fabric, go ahead and connect the irrigation lines, put in the T-post for the trellis system. The plan is to start transplanting tomatoes either tomorrow or on Saturday, depending if we have a clear skies or overcast. Ideally, you want to plant your tomatoes whenever there's overcast, not direct sun. If there's direct sun, your plant's going too much stress and potential to lose some plants. And it happened to me last year. We started planting when it was super hot outside and super sunny, and some plants started wilting. Thankfully, none of them did die, but I've seen other farmers who you know, they did lose a big chunk of their crop just because it was too hot. So we're expecting some rain here on Saturday, so we might be able to plant them on Saturday. There's still a lot of work to be done though. We got to make sure the heaters are working. We got to put the trellis in. We got to put the just cut the holes. So there's plenty of work in here. And the thing about tomato prep is it's not a lot of work. It's not hard work. It's just a lot of work. So it's not physically hard or it's nothing hard about it. Anybody can just about do it, but it's just a lot and it just takes a while until you get it all done. I'm gonna go ahead and jump inside of the greenhouse here and show you guys the tomato plants and how they've been looking. And they are a little smaller than I usually like to transplant. They're still decent size though. And I did leave them in these 105 plug trays. If you guys watch my videos before, you guys know that I like to transplant them to bigger pots. But this year, I decided to do this. It's been working out pretty good. Hopefully this transplant really nice. They're nice bushy plants. You know, you got some smaller ones, but overall they are looking really, really good, ready to go in the ground. I also want to share you guys what I'm doing over here. So I am grafting apple trees. I started last night, and I ordered 250 rootstocks. This is about 60 of them. So still got a lot of work. I do that when it gets dark outside. I got the light in here and just go to work. Instead of spending a good day grafting trees, I do it whenever, kind of like just something to do on the side, I guess. Anyways, that's enough talk. Let's get to work pulling down this fabric. Alrighty, so I got everything ready to go here. I put posts so I could overlap, so I could lock that in here. So I just cut a slip 6 inches on each side there, right next to the drip tape. And right now I'm using the header line that I used last year for the tomatoes. It should be exact same measurements where the drip tape was last year. The only thing I think I stepped over this valve here when I changed this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap this out here. I'll show you exactly how to do this real quick. Undo that, pull out this bad valve there. I got a bunch of valves here. I have the beginner gardener kit, irrigation kit here, that I use for our tomatoes in every high tunnel. Shove that in there. All you do is close this valve here, and it locks it up in there nicely, just like that. And you can see here, I got another hole there from years before. So this valve, all you do is shove it in there. Make sure it goes past this lip here in that hole there. And there's a special tool in the bag there where you guys can use that tool to poke the hole in the irrigation line there. Go ahead and close that up there nicely. Make sure all the valves are closed, and then we'll be able to find the irrigation line before too long. So this valve is junk, but irrigation line's right here. I feel it underneath the plastic here. Cut a slit like that. Pull out the irrigation, and there you go. Connect that, easy as can be. Alrighty, so this is how you go ahead and connect it to the valve here. Make sure this valve is open all the way. So other one's tight. As you can see, the flap here for this valve broke. But still good. So what you do, measure it right, cut it straight. I like to go ahead and fill it up, open it up like that. Just shove it in there as hard as you can there. Just go ahead and tighten that knob there and it's done. And if you can pull on it and it doesn't come apart, you are good to go. Alrighty, so turn on the water here, everything's connected. And as you can see, I have a filter and then a pressure regulator. And this all comes part of the beginner irrigation kit here. And I got his 6-foot hose that comes from the hydrant to there. And now I'm gonna wait until the lines fill up. I'm gonna go to the end there, clog them up there, and then let the soil get moist here, let the lines fill up. And then we will come through here and start burning the holes through there. But yeah, the irrigation setup is not too terribly complicated. It's actually fairly easy once you get the header line done. This is a 3/4 inch header line here. And then of course the valves and drip tape there. So can't get any easier than that. All right, so I'm here at the end of the row here. As you can see the hose coming out of the water or out of the plastic there. And the way to do it, the way I do it, you can either put a valve down here, but since we don't have that many valves and we have a lot of drip tape here on the farm, can't really afford that. So all I do is just wrap it up there nicely. I go ahead and squeeze it. Just that. Get another piece of drip tape here. It's a trash piece of drip tape that I cut from the beginning there. And all I do is shove it in there like that. And there you go. Close it up nicely. Lock it up. Alrighty, also we're getting ready to plant here. Rebecca and I are beating in the post there, and of course Aurora and Anna are helping me out. They started planting there before until I beat in the post there to finish this off here. But whenever you got the bakers not working in the bakery, we bring them out here to help us out. So one row Carolina Gold's going in here, center. Then we got Red Deuce, and the rest of them all Red Deuce. One of the biggest things I learned doing this for so many years, it's easier to put in the post now when there's no plants or anything, instead of waiting. So that's what we're doing, planting away. So one of the biggest things we got to make sure that worked was a propane heater. Plug that in, it's working, blowing nice warm air. So now it's time to get these tomato plants to get growing, start flowering, and start producing for us. Alrighty, also it is the next morning here after planting tomatoes. Tomato plants are in the ground. Everything's looking nice. Plants are growing now. We have the heater running, and of course we're gonna have the heater running until it gets warm enough outside where we don't have to run it anymore. So yeah, tomato plants are in the ground now. Now it's time to get to fertilizing, get the fertilizer ready, and then start getting them ready for production. So planting goes pretty quick. We had our sisters in here yesterday helping us out, and got done pretty quick. Like I mentioned, once you get that soil nice and moist, shove the plants in there and move on to the next one. The plants will start growing now. If the temperatures stay nice and warm, the plants will be happy and start growing. Alrighty, y'all, this is gonna be it for today. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and check out FarmerDreSupply.com. That's where you guys are able to find all the gardening needs you guys need for your operation. Drip tape, irrigation supplies, tomato seeds, tomatoes, fertilizers, all kind of that stuff. The injectors, all are on the website. Go ahead and check out FarmerDreSupply.com. The link will be down in the description box below. And if you guys have any other items that you guys want to see on the website, please let me know, and we'll do the best here to put them on there. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. I want to say thanks for watching up to this point. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead and hit that notification icon so you guys can be notified whenever I do upload a video. I want to say thanks for watching up to this point. Y'all have a good day. We will see you next time.